Hello, everyone. My name is Brittney Jones. I am a tarot card reader, an astrologist, and a certified life coach. This is what I love to do, and this is what I will be doing for you all. So, we're going to start off with some messages about surrender. Um, what needs to be surrendered at this time during the full moon in Gemini, which has been a very relaxing and peaceful time. Optimistic time. I think there's a trine with Jupiter. And then something else that I learned during my studies about this specific transit is that there is a star, I think it's in the belt of Orion, don't quote me, called Betelgeuse. There's actually a star, a huge like red giant named Betelgeuse. Which represents wealth and good fortune, and this moon is conjunct. So it's making a favorable aspect to that star. So we're going to start off, since it's a full moon, with some messages of what needs to be surrendered. Let's see. Surrender to wonder and awe, but it came out in reverse. It says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Okay. So basically, with it being in reverse, what I'm feeling like is that we need to surrender to pessimism right now. We need to surrender to so we're not in awe of each moment because we're so focused either on the past or the present. So to me, this is mindfulness. Surrendering to wonder and awe is being mindful of the present moment, grateful for the present moment, grateful of all of the things that are happening in the present moment that we get to be happy about, instead of focusing our attention on that one thing or the two things or whatever it is that we're worrying about, that we're stressing about. So if you've recently lost a loved one, or if you are focusing or grieving the loss of a loved one, instead of focusing on their loss, think about their life, think about their energy, their vitality. Think about the memories that you could have with them. Think about all that they contributed to your life. You see the difference in that? You don't have to focus on what's missing. You can focus on what you have. And in that case, what you have are the memories. If you're experiencing financial challenges right now, instead of focusing on the money that's not coming in or that you don't have, you can focus on what you do have. You can focus on how you were able to eat today. You can focus on, how you have clothes on your back, and they might not be the clothes that you want to wear, but you have clothes to wear. You have shoes to put on. You were able to feed yourself. Like, there are physical things that you have. You don't have to focus on what you don't have. So the shift that comes with focusing on if you're experiencing a breakup, or you're separating from someone who was significant in your life, instead of focusing on the ways that you felt, and all the things leading up to the breakup and all the negativity and, oh, this person did this and this, and they hurt me this way, and they disrespected me, they weren't, you could focus on those things, or you could focus on how it felt, like what made you fall in love with that person in the first place. You could focus on what it is that you want in a relationship. You could focus on the things that you learned from the relationship, the things that you gained out of it. What did you benefit from being in it? And the negative vibration and the bitterness within you could would be easy and eager to say nothing. I didn't gain anything from that relationship, but a whole bunch of BS, pain, and heartbreak. But that is farthest from the case. Our pain is our greatest power. So if you are experiencing any form of pain right now, know that it is meant to transform you, okay? And focus on the wonder and the awe of the present moment, the fact that you are alive, the fact that you are breathing, how far you came, how you're not where you used to be, all of these things, okay? Is there anything else, Spirit, that we need to surrender? Surrender to prayer. We need to get more in touch with our spirit guides, with our ancestors. So if we're not communicating with them as much as we should, then we definitely need to be. Give yourself over completely to prayer. So those few things, I really truly believe that it's just a couple of things. It's not like all of life is going wrong. It might feel that way if all you're focusing on is what's going wrong. Please hear me. It might feel that way if all you're focusing on is what's going wrong, but your life is not turned upside down. It's not completely in shambles. There are things to be grateful for, okay? And those few things that are not going the way that you expected them to go, or that are not happening the way that you are wanting them to happen, those couple of things, those one or two things, or whatever, even if it is 10 things that's happening in your life right now, give it over to God. Surrender it to God in prayer. Ask the universe to take care of the things that you can't change. And then just focus on, see, here it is at the bottom of the deck, surrendering to overthinking about scarcity, about what you don't have, and feeling like you're not worthy of it, because that's what's keeping you in the vibrational place of not being able to receive. You can't receive when you're worried about it coming in, whether or not it's going to come in. You don't truly believe that you're worthy of it if you're worried about it. Something that you know you're going to have, you're going to get it. If you know you paid $12.99 for whatever that was on Amazon, you know that it's coming. You might be worried about how soon it's going to take to get here, and that's something else. That's another message for a lot of us, being overly concerned about timing. Okay, timing is not within our control. If we have set the intentions, if we put the vibrations out there, if we put the work in, if we put ourselves in position to receive something, and we feel like we're just standing here like this and we're getting impatient because nothing is happening and nothing is filling up our hands, and we're getting frustrated and we're ready to just throw it out, the timing is not in our control right now. So the less that we can think about, the less time we spend thinking about what we don't have, the more time that we give those things to work in our favor so that they can come towards us. In order to not think about what we don't have, we need to focus on the things that we do have that we're grateful for. And everything else, give it over to God in prayer, or give it to your ancestors, whoever it is that you pray to. Give it over to spirit in prayer. And then finally, we have surrender comparisons to other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Whew. Focus on, spirit want me to preach today. It says focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So when it comes to what we don't have, right, since we so focused on what we don't have, and then we walking around and we seeing other people with it, and then we get upset. Then we get upset with other people because they have what we want. Instead of, now the way you flip that thing is be happy for them. The way you flip that thing, you don't have to compare and if you are going to compare yourself, instead of saying they have this and I don't have it, that's one way to look at it. Flip that thing and say they have that, so that means I can have it too. I look at readers all the time. That's a reader that I follow on Instagram. Absolutely love her. She opens up her books and she's booked for months within hours. Okay. I want that. So if she can have it, I can have it too. You understand what I'm saying? If this person is in this happy, healthy relationship, then I can have one too. If this person is getting married, instead of being upset and mad that they have found attracted the love of their life, I know if they found it, then I can find it too. If this person is having a child, that means that a baby might be in the cards for me too. This person just closed on a house, I can have that house too. This person just got that dream job, I can have that job too. This person just moved out of the city and made all their dreams come true, I can do it too. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop worrying about what other people have that you don't have. Use it as a sign. If this is coming into your energy, into your field of vision, into your environment, it's a sign that you can have it. It can be yours. You don't have to be mad at the other person for already getting there when you on the way. How you gonna be mad at somebody for being in Florida when you on a flight? You know you're gonna land. You know you're gonna land. And how you gonna be mad at your friend? She's in Florida 2 hours ahead of you, but you are on the way. You're gonna be enjoying palm trees, sunshine, and beaches in just a minute. Okay. Last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. Scorpio is about secrets, and I've been getting this huge energy like about secrets. This whole thing about secrets, and I don't know where it's coming from. New moon in Gemini, think it through. I'm probably going to clarify these. One more, spirit. One more, Spirit. I guess I don't want to give no more. Okay. I can't force it. We'll take this full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life and go for it. Okay, so with this message about go for it and embracing the flow of life, you gotta act as if. That's a message that I received, the download that I received today too. You have to act as if. And if things are not, like, put yourself in the environment of what it is that you want, okay? If it's not working out for you the way that you think, just keep going, keep pushing, act as if it is. Feel the vibrational energy of what it feels. Somebody said in this video that I watched, she said, we want the thing to make us feel happy. And that's backwards. Like, in order to feel satisfied, we have to have the thing. And it seems like that's the right way to us, but in all actuality, we have to feel the feeling that of having that thing in order to attract it into our life. If we feel the absence of that thing, then we attract more of the absence. But if we feel the actual presence of what it feels like to have what we want, then it comes into our lives. If we put ourselves in the position to receive and know that it feels good to be in position to receive, know that it feels hopeful to be in a position to receive, then we focus on being in that position to receive. We do more of what it takes to put us in a position to receive versus focusing on the fact that we're not receiving, because then we close ourselves off to the receptivity. Now, whatever this is about, secrets and thinking things through, we about to clarify that because I'm not sure. I don't know what to see, but okay. And I can't remember where I saw this or heard it. I don't know if it came from me, or from another reader. I can't remember if it came from me or from another reader, but the secret was that we about to get everything that we want. While we sitting here stressing, worry, obsessively thinking about the future or focused on harping on the past and not receiving what it is. The secret is that once we get all of this together, once we get our thoughts in order, once we surrender to the universe, to spirit, surrender the things that we want to spirit and be grateful for the things that we have, then it's all coming in. But let's see. Let's see. I used to be so anal about, oh, my phone can't ring, there can't be no noises in the background, all of this and that, and I'm releasing that. I'm releasing that because, you know, I live my life. I work from home. I have a child. I have pets. There are other people that come over here. I don't know, that might be a message for somebody. That might be a message for somebody to stop being so anal about thinking like it has to go a certain way. You want things to be a certain way. And if it's not going exactly the way that you want it to go, then it's not right. And you harp more on the fact that things are not working out in this direction than the fact that things are working out in that direction. That's a message to somebody. Stop expecting perfection. Value progress over perfection. Temperance is in reverse here. As far as revealing what, okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I said. Like, it's not a secret that somebody else is keeping from you. It's a secret that spirit is keeping from you. Wheel of Fortune. Fortune wheel at the bottom of the deck. And with patience being in reverse, with temperance being in reverse, the secret's about to be revealed. It's about to be revealed. And you're going to be in awe when it happens. It's going to be like, wow, what was I ever stressing about? Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Once you release the resistance and tap into gratitude, give over, you surrender what you don't have control of and what you don't have to God, and you tap into gratitude in the moment of what you do have, the floodgates are going to open. Period. And you're going to be looking at it like, oh my goodness, this, and especially going back to that point that I made just a second ago about not expecting perfection, about being hung up on things not going exactly as you planned and what exactly the way you think they should go, it's going to be like, this is so much better than anything I could have ever orchestrated or expected. I didn't even know it was going to happen this way. Like there's about to be a turn of events. Queen of Swords, but are you open to receiving it? Okay. Are you open to receiving it? Queen of Swords, Gemini energy, think it through, surrendering to prayer. Give me just a second. For one thing, the Queen of Swords is very guarded. She's very closed off. She is the least receptive of all of the queens because she has experienced so much. And then with this Gemini energy and this air energy, it has a lot to do with the thoughts that we thinking too. It have a lot to do with the way that we are, again, perceiving things. I don't know what's happening outside my door, but it just distracted me. Being perceptive about what, with the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, our perception surrounding what we are shedding in our lives right now. In order to receive these expansive blessings that we want to come in, we are like, if that loved one just passed, don't look at it as, and I can't tell you how to look at it, but I will say that everything happening right now is happening with purpose. And sometimes certain people have to leave your life in order for you to spread your wings and be who you are truly meant and called to be. Okay. And when it comes to those things that's where the blockage comes in, because we're harping on what has to be released, whether it be negative thinking, a pattern of negative thought that we have to release, that we don't know how to let go of because we feel like it protects us, Queen of Swords. Or whether it be that person that we feel like gave us all of this comfort, and now without them, we don't have anyone to turn to and we're all alone, Queen of Swords. Or again, if it's that job that was supposed to keep us safe and protected and we put our trust in it, and now, or if it was our health, or somebody told us that we were supposed to do a certain thing to yield a certain result and it didn't come the way that we wanted it to, and now we have to let go of the expectation that we had to receive things in that way so that we can receive in a whole new, there's definitely a shift in thinking, and prayer is necessary in order to help with that shift. Okay. Ask God to help you change your mind, literally. What is this? The Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups with the Nine of Wands at the bottom. Let's see. Okay, so, and this is here, embrace the flow of life and surrender comparisons to other people. To me, this is about partnerships and companionship and working with other people. So this is about embracing the flow when it comes to working with other people, surrendering to trust. Okay, you have to trust other people, surrendering to be vulnerable, surrendering to allowing other people to see you exactly for who you are and not the mask that you present to the world, being so defensive and being so worried and concerned about how things are going to turn out and what you've been through in the past, letting that go, releasing that. Okay, that is something else that needs to be released, Queen of Swords energy, so that we can be more receptive to what is coming towards us. When it comes to other people, collaborating with other people, pooling your resources, pooling your talents, these types of things are necessary. You're not supposed to be in this season alone. The people who are not meant to come with you are leaving. Okay. And the people who are supposed to be here are entering, and you can't block who's coming in because you're holding on to who has left. Let that sink into your spirit. Everything is working in your favor and all is well. Everything is working in your favor and all is well. Everything is working in your favor and all is well. Say that. Say that all throughout. Everything is working in your favor and all is well. Everything is working in your favor and all is well. You don't have to be stressed. You don't have to be pressed. You don't have to be worried. You say, oh, but if I don't stress about it, how is it going to solve itself? Give it over to surrender that shit. Surrender it so that you can focus on gratitude, so that you can focus on happiness. You don't have to worry about your next steps. They're automatically going to be presented to you. You worried about how you're going to pay a bill. When you surrender that thing over and you ask God to help you pay your bill, guess what? Bills get paid. I'm a testament, okay? I'm a testament. I was $400, $500 in the negative with my bank just barely over a month ago. I can't tell you how I'm looking at my accounts now. I have both accounts in the negative, and now they both have money in them. And I just got done paying my bills. I don't even know how it happened. It just happened. That ain't nothing but God. Surrender that shit. Surrender it, so don't worry about it. It's going to work itself out. Everything is going to be fine. Oh, Lord. Peace. Oh my goodness. Allow yourself peace. Give yourself permission to have some peace. You don't have to be distraught. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be frustrated 24/7. You don't have to be sad. Your mind does not have to constantly contemplate on what you don't have. Look around you. There is beauty in the present moment. There is beauty around you. There is support around you. There are resources around you. There are opportunities around you. There is life all around you. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be sad. You get to have peace. Allow yourself that. You are worthy. You are deserving of peace. You are deserving of peace. Insight. This is just so much about changing your mind, changing your perspective. You know really that there's nothing to worry about. Deep down, you know it's all going to work itself out. This is just a moment in time. Time continues to move. Things continue to change. And what allows us, or what determines our experience, is our perception. Change your mind. Go with the flow. Follow your heart. Trust your intuition. Trust in God. Trust in your guides. Trust in spirit. Know that all is well. Mind you, I'm pulling cards in threes. It was not, that was not intentional. It just kind of happened. I'm pulling cards in threes. Freedom. Which to me, this is the promised land. That I wanted to talk about the promised land, but I didn't want to use the verbiage. But this right here, this is everything that we want, everything we've been worried about, and everything that we've been waiting for. Look, it's right here. This is the outcome. This is the third card. This is the outcome. Situation, we don't have peace. Action, to tap in, change your perspective. Outcome. The motherfucking promised land. Everything that we want, the prize. The prize. What's at the bottom? Heal is at the bottom. There's healing in changing your perspective. There's healing in trusting your intuition. There's healing in trusting in divine guidance. Wow. Okay. I got a couple more cards I want to pull, and then I'm done. I might just pull one from each of these decks. This is a beautiful deck that I received from the Cancerian channel, the fallback deck from the Cancerian channel. Black owned business, so feel free to support. I also, when I purchased the deck, received this beautiful book. Shout out to her, I guess. I wasn't intending on doing this. Ooh, and this is what it says. That's a message all by itself. More back, way back, go back, fall back, more back, way back, fall back. What does that mean? You know what that means. When somebody say fall back, hey, you trying to put yourself up in somebody else, hey, fall back. That's what the universe is saying to us right now. Fall back. We got this. More back. Go back. You fall back a little bit. Like, okay, but wait, more back. Way back. Go all the way back to peace. We got this. We got this. Fall back. I'm not taking all them cards, Spirit. I just want one from this deck, and then I'm going to read one. I am safe in my arms. I care for myself like no one else. I am safe in my arms. I care for myself like no one else. Stop putting the responsibility of your happiness on circumstances outside of yourself. You don't need anything to be happy except for the desire and the will to be happy. Okay? All you have to do, I literally pulled myself out of depression by telling myself I was happy in the mirror one time, over and over again. I'll never forget it. I just looked in the mirror and I said it until nothing in my situation changed except for my perception, which changed my internal being. My whole mood shifted. You don't need that person to get it together and do what you want them to do in order for you to be happy. You don't need that money to come through in order for you to be happy. You don't need that loved one to come back in order for you to be happy. All you need to do is change your perception. Tap into yourself. Trust yourself more. Celebrate yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Treat yourself to a massage. Take time to enjoy your own company. So this is about doing things that make you feel good. I talked to somebody one time who was like, I just get so depressed sitting in the house. I feel so lonely. I don't feel like I have any friends or anybody to talk to or do things with. And I said, so what do you do when you feel that way? They said, I curl up in my bed and I lay there. You're perpetuating your own unhappiness. And it's about your perception. There's nothing for me to do. There's nowhere for me to go. I don't have anybody to connect with. There are millions of people outside your door. There are hundreds of events happening in your city on a daily basis. If you're sad, sitting at home alone, get up, get dressed, and go outside. Connect with people, engage in conversation, talk to a stranger at the park. You see what I'm saying? Do things that make you happy. I'm just so miserable. I can't get myself together. My health is failing. My body's out of shape. So what do you do when you feel that way? I eat more donuts and Twinkies and cupcakes. And I get it. I'm not judging it because I do it too, but I'm aware of it and I snap myself up out of that thing. And I realize that if this is not making me happy, I have the power to make a different decision. I have the power to choose something else, do something else. And so do you. You just need to say hood healer instead of half holy, half hood. The hood healer. All right, this last card, and then and it just came right on out. I'm going to read it. Time for beginner mind. Porcupine spirit, which is porcupine is all, they got all them pines or pokes on them that keep them safe, right? It's time to pull that all back, pull that all down in order to receive. The porcupine can't receive no love. Can't nobody hug on a porcupine because they always got them spikes out. Don't touch me. Don't come near me. That's what this porcupine is giving off. And that's what we've been saying to our dreams, to our goals, to our desires. We want love, but we won't let nobody come in because we're afraid of being hurt. We want money, but we won't let no money come in because we're so worried about not having money. We want connection, but we won't let no connections come in because we're worried about being judged. We got all these spikes up saying, don't come near me. I want you, but stay over there because you're safer over there. Because if you come over here, I don't know what the experience is going to be. Well, guess what? I just told you, you create your experience based on your perception. It doesn't matter what you're going through. So accept the things that you want into your life and allow your experience to be well because your perception is focused on the positivity. I'm so happy and grateful that this man came into my life. I was saying I was grateful for a man that wasn't even for me. I wrote in my journal every single day that I was grateful for this guy that was not for me. I was grateful for him. I was grateful for his love. I was grateful for his presence. I was grateful for his support. I was grateful for his protection. I don't feel stupid about it, not a little bit, because you know what? As soon as I let that guy go, the one that was for me walked right in. Where's my book at so I can read this and get up off of here? I'm trying to tell y'all. I was grateful in a situation that was not, it was meant for me. The experience was meant for me. It wasn't meant to last. Okay, so let me say it like that. I was grateful for a situation that was not meant to last. And my gratitude in that situation that laid me right next to the person that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. 48 is the card. Your perception changes everything. Your perception changes everything. Yes, your spirit has been broken in the past, but your spirit was meant to be broken. It was meant to be, we were meant to go through that disappointment and that heartache so that you could realize and fine tune exactly what it is that you want, so that that thing can come into you. Stop judging your past experiences as such these negative things. Oh, woe is me. This happened to me. My parents weren't there for me. I was abused as a child. This, and that. Things. Stop looking at it that way. We attract everything. We attract everything that is meant for us to have. So if you have an experience that you perceive as negative, know that there was a lesson in that experience for you, and you only are perceiving that experience as negative because you're not perceiving the lesson. So shift your perception, shift your awareness. Okay, I'm going to read this. I'm going to stop preaching. I hope that this helps somebody. When porcupine spirit calls your name, you are being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old, confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises, hiding in plain sight. Didn't I say spirit is going to surprise us? Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking. Whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence, let me turn the page, that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire? Who knew? Porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. So you can't have a childlike curiosity if you constantly got your defenses up. Children have not had negative experiences, so they don't know how to be afraid. And we're being asked to go back into that mindset. Release those experiences for the sake of experiencing. I didn't experience, I kept myself from experiencing for so long because I was afraid of being hurt. I was single for 10 years, celibate for 5 years, because I was not willing to experience. And I opened myself up to that. And I went through a few trial and errors, but I received. And I had to have a mind of a child. I had to have this beginner's mind in order to move in that direction. Okay, protection message. Are you feeling prickly and defensive lately? And assuming you will be hurt before you've even seen any sign that such a reaction is called for? Perhaps an old sense of guilt and shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you are meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead will bring you abundance, happiness, and love. I've been preaching that. As long as you're defensive, what you want can't come in. You're trying to keep yourself from what you don't want, but you're also keeping yourself from what you do want. Remember your innocence, and you will see what you have been overlooking. Porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is the time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. Spirit came through for this full moon reading in Gemini. I really hope that this has helped somebody. I know that it has filled me up, and I hope that it has done the same for you all. Peace and blessings to you. May all of your desires be manifest. And until next time, be blessed.